Hi, ho, everyone. My name is Mr. Fruit, and welcome to the GG Over Easy Podcast, episode 86, I do believe. In today's episode, we talk about current things.
Sonic.
We talk about Sonic. I practically act out the new Horizon Forbidden West gameplay reveal. It's pretty sick.
That was cool.
New Dying Light news. It's actually officially happening.
We talk eSports.
Esports, tangents. We love our tangents here. Lots of Q&As. I don't know. As always, somehow we talked for nearly 2 hours. So hopefully you'll listen or watch for nearly 2 hours. So stay tuned. Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
After years of the fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, I think we've learned a couple of things. It's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service just starting at $15 a month, I just thought, where's the catch? It turns out there is no catch. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. By cutting out retail stores, there's no crazy overhead costs that get passed down to you in some mysterious form. Instead, Mint Mobile just passes those sweet savings directly onto you. Mint Mobile showed me that I could save about $40 a month on my total wireless bill. That's insane. All plans come with the unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan, and keep your same phone number along with your existing contacts. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/GG. That's mintmobile.com/GG. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/GG.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GG Over Easy. Welcome back, hopefully. I mean, we love new listeners and viewers.
It might be a new person, though.
Yeah, we love the new ones. I doubt it. But we also...
What's up, new normies?
I'm being real.
Yeah, welcome back. The slowly declining, returning viewer base. What's up?
What's up?
What's
You're
good?
Back. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate
Tell your friend
you.
to come back. That you showed
please.
Oh, you know what? I had another one of those moments in Destiny 2 this week.
Oh no!
Okay.
And it was like, oh, awesome, dude! Like, oh, well, most people will come up and say hi to me a lot in Destiny 2.
Absolutely.
But then, like, just the other day, like, it just hit bad because this dude, great dude, he was really nice. He was like, yeah, and then I was like, oh, well, it's so
Dox
good. Like, I'm so glad that you watch us. And he was just like, and then he hits.
Oh no, I don't watch you guys anymore.
And then he just hits me with the I used to love you guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah. They're right in the heart attack.
Cool, Johnny. I thought you were cool.
I try and take from the good in that, you know, like they meant good when they said it. So that's what I try and take from it. But
I'm still honored.
Did they?
But also, ow.
But also,
again, you guys' content is awesome. Is you know that
you guys' content was awesome.
Well, when Claire hears about that, she's like, she understands, like, you know, from the perspective of like the person that met us, they mean well. And Claire's like, you know, I never really thought about it that way, but seeing it from our angle, she's like, it puts it in perspective. And she's like, I guess if I ever meet somebody I like, it won't be like, I used to love, just be like, hey, great content. Or, you know, like, if it's like whatever medium.
So cool.
Yeah, whatever medium they're in, it's just like, hey, I love what you do. You know, you just leave it at that. You don't gotta just
I
take the
you were
dagger.
Like, hey, like, thanks for watching our videos. And they were going to be like, oh, no, like, I don't watch them anymore. Like, no.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I don't watch it
anymore. Whoa. All right, calm yourself.
Like, at one point.
All right. When I didn't have taste, I used to watch you guys, okay? It's very different. No, there was one post on the Reddit I really liked. And I forget what the title of it was or whatever. But it was, like, about the meme about the, like, I used to love watching Fruits videos or whatever. And it was a meme, and the top was like, I used to love watching Fruits videos. And then the next title is, and they're all like excited, and I still do 7 years later. I'm like, hey, let's go. Whoa.
I've been around since the beginning, Mr. Fruit.
See, if you hit me with that debate,
60-second reviews.
Back in my day.
Yeah, dude, I was I forgot. I was talking to Sammy about it, and it was like, we were talking about Dead by Daylight 2, and I was talking about how awesome it is. I guess this will kind of segue into our first thing.
Wait,
we were talking what?
Dead by Daylight 2? You mean
Oh
Dying
no,
Light?
no, no,
Dying
no.
Light.
Dying Light,
Oh,
Dying
yeah.
Light.
I was
not
like, why
Dead
would
by
they make a
Daylight.
sequel?
I
I
was
feel like
like,
they're
whoa,
doing
Dying
it.
Light,
Rob,
Dying Light.
are you giving us some NDA stuff
Yeah,
right now?
whoa,
Like,
shut it
No,
down,
no,
shut it down.
I don't know anything.
Where's that guy walking?
I don't
Again,
think that
show
game's very
up.
fun. I don't know. But Dying Light, super fun. Christian and I really liked it. That was
Yeah, it was super
and
dope.
then Christian was like, or Sammy was like, you guys played that? And I was like, we even have like some videos on Dying Light. And he was like, how long ago was that? I was like, oh, like 4 years ago. Dude, it was like 6 or 7 years ago that we played Dying Light.
It's weird.
That was like the first time, like, I think you tried to put like different content other than Destiny on your channel for the first time too.
Probably around there. Let me look.
Because it was like March 15th, like 2015 or 2016.
Dying
I don't
Light
remember which it was.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
God, we're old and depressed.
Yeah, that was with my my old thumbnails where even if it wasn't Destiny, just the space background with
Just
the
the
text.
space background.
Dude, simpler times. I wish
Do you think you can still get away
brand
with that?
recognition.
Well, no,
brand
this
recognition.
is what I'm saying. I wish YouTube algorithm would go back to this, where the title of my video could literally just be what the thing was. Like back when I did like
Or-
Destiny 1 videos,
Yes.
it wasn't like it would literally be like gun name,
Red Death
review, Destiny 2. That's all you need. It wasn't like the most absolutely busted thing you won't believe just hit Destiny 2. And I hate it, but it's the only thing that works now. And then on top of that, the thumbnail was literally my thumbnails were just a random picture with the name of the game and the title of the video, pretty much. And that's all you had to do.
What's the Dying Light title?
Dying Light Tips and Tricks: How to Survive. And that's pretty much it.
It was a great game. Like, and so I don't know if you guys saw the state of the play yesterday. It looks freaking sweet. And I played it like 4 years ago, something like that, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean they've been
at E3. It was sick. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know why it's gotten delayed this long. I haven't paid. I just know it. Like, I'll be honest. At one point, I was just kind of like, yeah, this thing's never gonna release. It just kind of felt like one of those things. But what's the really November 21st or something like that, or
December 7th.
December 7th. Yeah, it was like a couple weeks. But yeah, this year it's finally coming out. And honestly, the first one was sick.
It was awesome.
It was a sick game.
I'm excited to see what exactly they've done with this new one.
I feel that's like one of the first games we played with Dork, if I'm not mistaken, was Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, yeah.
God, Dying Light.
Well, no, Dead by Daylight was. That's for sure.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought
because I think that was the one we play with him, and they're like, "Yo, he's kind of funny. Like, we should play with him more."
Oh, that was that was Dead by Daylight. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, Dying Light, it looks so good. Like the gameplay trailer looks really good. I don't remember really what the story was in Dying Light. It was just a cool kind of like
I crafted things, hit zombies. The melee combat was really fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Ahead of its time.
It looks really good. I'm looking at like the gameplay trailer right now. The graphics look great. They look like better than they did like when I played it like 3 or 4 years ago.
I just remember them promising a lot in the trailer, and then they were just like, it comes out in 20XX. Like, oh, okay, so that's why.
I mean, the movement almost looks like what's the word I'm looking for? What's that game, Blue, you love? That's like
Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, it looks very Mirror's Edge.
The movement looked way smoother than the first one.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Like the smooth kind of transitions to slide and parkour.
I hope it comes out soon-ish, because like the concept was sick, and I love parkour games.
Yeah, so December 7th. That is like what. We'll
Hopefully
see if it gets delayed or anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting.
This day and age, though, release dates should always just have a little asterisk. You never know. I'm not salty, but it's just I wish people would only ever announce a release date when they knew it was gonna be like with Dying Light. Whatever, dude. You know what was nice about this is I was just like, oh right, that's a thing. I just kind of forgot about it. And then they just
I
kind
mean,
of stayed out of it until they're like, yo, we're finally ready. Here's a new release date. Not like Cyberpunk or something that's like, hey, this time. Okay, sorry, 3 months later. Okay, sorry, another 3 months. Okay, sorry, another 3 months. Okay, sorry, another year. Okay, sorry, another 2 months. Okay, sorry, another 2 months. At that point, just say, hey.
Well, I'm looking at it
sorry,
now.
the game's just not done, Lamau.
It
We
said
were-
Yeah, it's still not
Dying
done.
Light on January 20th, 2020 is when they like came out and said, hey, we're like indefinitely delaying this game. Like we don't know when it's gonna come out. So even before like the pandemic, they like knew like this shit is not happening.
I respect that.
I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. We got no fucking
Yeah,
clue.
it's a mess over here. That reminds me, though, just a side little tangent. When I said 20XX, I saw this tweet. It's pretty hilarious. And it was just like, we can't keep letting radio stations get away with this. And they talk about like during their commute. Still to this day, they're like, the latest 80s, 90s, and today's hits. And he's like, at this point, today's been 22 years. Like, we can't get, you have the 80s, the 90s, and then 21 years or whatever. Like, they can't get away with this. At some point.
What do you say? Like 2000s? Like what do you?
At some
like,
point, it's got to stop being
The
today's.
80s, 90s, and
Because think about that.
10s.
The 80s and 90s
Zeros.
period.
Well, you got to make it
together.
like you got to make it go off the tongue though.
Yeah, but 80s and
Like
90s
the 80s,
cumulatively
90s,
is less than
the
today's
zeros.
hits.
See, but I can see where they're going with it because, like, if you think about it, right, those were last century, and like today
That's
is like
so last
this
century.
century.
I was born last century, man.
Yo,
and
when
like
did,
these
like-
peasants.
Oh, we were born last century. Stop.
Yeah.
When do like the 70s become like the 2070s? You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Well, it was always easy too, because like the roaring 20s. So far, we have what, the depressing 20s. We're going into the. We're regressing.
20s.
I don't even know
regressing.
if COVID was real. 20.
Going way back.
That's what we're dealing with.
You know, when science is just spat upon. But what are you gonna do? So yeah, Dying Light
Dude,
2.
wait,
Cool.
real quick. Another side tangent. Speaking of like,
Hey, we love side tangents here.
We have
like
like I haven't got the copy yet, but we have an ad read from the CDC in like June. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not kidding.
Wait, really?
Yo, wait.
I swear.
Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
know if it's like it says on the thing, like it says like Raycon, like Mint Mobile.
CDC.
You go down in the
The
middle.
CDC.
It says CDC.
The
and it says copy,
DOD.
yeah, it says copy forthcoming. And then I was like, okay, there's like no other CDC. So I wonder if like we're gonna have I don't know, get a vaccine kind of ad read, which is dope. I'm down
I mean, I honestly, I like.
because I endorse that.
That's pretty smart though. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta appeal to the boomer base like us, and then you gotta appeal to the
Like
zoomer base.
us.
So they're probably just like CDC's like, hey, we'll pay you. Please tell people to get the vaccine. Please, for the love of God, we cannot do this herd immunity thing if you guys don't get the vaccine.
should be-
Like, people will die again. Dude.
Or
Stop.
this is just fuel for the fire for the conspiracies, because CDC has had this blueprint the entire time, and then they're going to have some relevant thing for us to talk about at the time that we didn't know about now, but will come to light. But they've already known this whole entire time.
Oh, so we're
They're
like, hey,
behind
Omega
it.
virus is
They're-
coming. Like, wear your double mask.
Hey,
they're
you
just
know
gonna
what?
announce-
At
they're
this
gonna
point, maybe the
announce
Earth's
COVID
flat.
2.
Maybe the Earth's
They're gonna
flat.
announce COVID 2 on our podcast.
Dun, 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 dun.
You guys
The
thought it was
sequel,
over.
the hit
Couldn't see it.
sequel for the blockbuster season.
Boom, dude. Fucking COVID
Boom.
20 comes out of nowhere. RKO's COVID 19.
Watch out! Watch out!
That'd be so sick. But yeah, this will be sponsored by the CDC soon.
Pog, I
interesting.
guess.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what they're gonna have me say.
I guess we're shills to the U.S. government now. Let's get it.
What if it's like, what if they're like, don't get the vaccine ad read.
Yeah, we're all sitting.
Yeah.
You what?
CDC.
Yeah, that's right.
Haha, guys.
Who doesn't like blood clots?
But you know what's sad? Speaking of blood clots, Sonic
Nice
games
segue.
are awful, dude. Like, okay, so they come out
What have
and
they
they
not
say
been?
30th anniversary. They say 30th anniversary. So I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna have at least an hour of Sonic games and like, and I'm a Sonic stan. All right, you may not know it from my username. You know, it was either I was either Robbie V or I'm for Sonic, and unfortunately, I'm for Sonic was taken.
It was.
So,
It was. I'm for Sonic E.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
I'm for Sonic was taken.
So I watched it with Sammy yesterday, man, and I feel we Sonic fans, we get the bottom of the barrel. Sure, we get like the little cartoon, little TV shows that 5-year-olds watch, but nobody cares about that. And sure, we got like a average gaming movie that was very average, you know.
It was good. It was pretty decent.
I mean,
That's
for a gaming movie, it was decent, you know, but
That's
for like just a movie, it's you know. But gaming wise, man, we just get the shaft. We never get anything cool. We literally get a Colors remastered that is supposed to be like super cool, dope theme though. And then they announced like 2 new TV shows, and then they gave us like this little taste of what the next game is gonna be. I just give us Sonic Adventures 3. Quit fucking with my emotions, all right? It's not that hard.
I remember being so excited, dude. I was a Sonic stan when I was a kid. Like
Sonic hearing that is like was.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like
he said he was.
Like Sonic 06, I still play the shit out of Sonic 06, but then like it was like
just say Sonic. I'm a big fan. All right.
What's happening? Like, what's going on here, guys? Like Sonic Team. And then it was just hold on. Yeah, but so it was just like
they went Flintstones.
Like, yeah, like at this point, I'd rather play a Flintstones game. Than
it's bad, and well, I mean, they had like Sonic Mania, like that kind of like brought it back a little bit, but it just as Sonic fans, dude, like Mario, you know, he gets his dues. You know, Mario gets all kinds of shit.
That's Nintendo. There's your problem.
You have Sega. Crash Bandicoot, you know, he eats. You know, he gets his little thing now and then.
I mean, I
mean, more than fucking Sonic has in the last 3 or 4 years.
To be fair, though,
some would say
the time between Crash Bandicoot 3 and Crash Bandicoot 4 was like over a decade, I believe.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. The Sonic games within that decade of Crash not having games were ass. So they weren't able to, you know, but we might as well not had a Sonic game, is what I'm saying. Sonic Racers, more like Sonic P-Wee, ew, P-U.
More like Sonic Poop.
Yeah, ew, sucks. Like, I haven't played a good Sonic game since, like...
Oh.
What?
Let me hit you with it. Okay, sorry. Crash Bandicoot 3 came out in 98.
Oh my god.
22 years they waited for their Crash game. Okay, so
well, let's
take
like,
your little high horse thing.
Okay, yeah, but they didn't have like multiple terrible Crash games flooding the market, ruining their legacy. Like,
I agreed. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's almost better to take.
Yeah, but see, at least you got something.
And still like.
I mean, I think that's their problem.
I'm so glad I got depression from. I'm so glad I lost my love of Sonic over the years because the games were so bad.
Sonic Forces gave me AIDS. All right, like, and it is the worst game ever. Like, Sonic Forces is awful. Like, I said Sonic Forces around Sammy, and he nearly disowned me as a friend.
You just hear him like, don't say that.
Yeah, he hates it. Got very upset. So I said, all right, Sammy, I understand now. Nobody has a Sonic Forces card.
Feel for y'all. Can't say I care that much about Sonic. I enjoyed the games way back in the day.
Who's your mascot then? You know, like, who's your mascot then? Like, what? Like, out of the big mascots, you know, Sega is Sonic,
sure.
Mario, Nintendo. You could say like Xbox. They never really had a Master Chief, I guess.
I would say Chief is their closest, yeah.
Yeah, as like the Xbox ambassador.
Some people would say like
you say Spyro?
Whatever the fudge is, the guy from Gears. I don't remember his not Dom,
Marcus?
but Marcus, yeah.
Marcus Phoenix.
I love how PlayStation, I would say, I mean, I guess it's different now. Like right now you'd probably say Kratos or
that's true.
Aloy or
Aloy, who's that?
It's Horizon Dawn.
Zero Dawn.
Oh.
Rob put Horizon Zero Dawn in the
Spider-Man.
chat as a topic to discuss, and he was like, "Who's Aloy?"
Well, I saw the underwater
character.
I saw the underwater part, and I was like, "Oh, that's well." Okay, I got to the part in the story when you talk to Zavala in a building, and then I don't know why. I loved it. I thought it was a super awesome game. I just didn't play it after that. I don't know why.
Well, I guess, all right, we'll just segue into Horizon then. Easy. That's what I meant to do.
So speaking of Horizon,
Did you watch it?
Yeah, Horizon, Breath of the Wild, or what's the name? I don't.
30 FPS is what I'm hearing it being called. Is that true?
Oh, on PS4, yeah. I don't know about PS5. PS4, people are like, I wonder how it'll perform. Brother, it'll perform about as well as probably the last Horizon. The gameplay we were seeing was not PS4. Let me tell you that. Which is unfortunate. Wish they would have just completely made this a next gen, because then it would have been even more bonkers. But
you got to think though, like a lot of the market probably still doesn't have a PS5 that want a PS5.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Just shortage alone. I mean, Jesus.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm just saying it would have been cool to see them.
Oh, like
so, like Horizon 3, I assume we'll probably get, right. That will at the time probably be the PS5 plus 6 Pro 7 edition. And that'll be its own exclusive, so that's something we can look forward to.
It's not going to be on PC, right? Like the Horizon on PC was kind of just like a test thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It might do the same thing where it comes to PC later, but as far as I'm aware right now, it's console exclusive.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, which is fine. And I would have preferred probably to play it on PS5 because the haptic feedback controller, brother, it's actually sick. That alone makes me... Well, we can all be wrong.
Hard, dude. I don't want to feel like I'm fucking working my ass off to press R2.
First off, you're being a baby, okay? It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard.
Load up Call of Duty
and you only play it on Call of Duty, there's your problem, okay?
It is hard as shit.
Play it with, like, Returnal, and it makes so much sense because they have the haptic feedback, so half a pull is easy, and that's your primary fire. But if you want to do your secondary fire, then you do the last half. There's so many different properties to it. I don't like that.
Like, I'll just do left click, or I don't know. I just not a fan of that.
It's all right. We can all be wrong sometimes.
Call me minority. I'm probably in the super minority in that.
Yeah. Not only that though, the 3D space rumbling they have and the little sounds like the rain pitter pattering and all that kind of stuff.
I just don't like the triggers.
Well, you're triggering me, so
sorry.
Yeah, I think watch yourself. Okay, no. But yeah, I don't. Whatever the Forbidden West is, I have a feeling that I just pulled that out of my butt.
It's like
oh my god, I'm right. Holy, yeah, it's Horizon Forbidden West. I just pulled that out of my butt. Yeah, the demo, they had a 13-minute gameplay reveal. It was in San Francisco, so we don't know. Like, is that going to be? Because of the way it ended, I don't know if San Francisco is the only place we're gonna be. Because
I wanted it to be Colorado still.
Yeah, it was cool. I don't really think it's spoilers because it's a 13-minute gameplay reveal. Yeah. Well, at the end, no idea what she's doing, but she has like a key or something that somebody had to find for her, and then she activates like beep boop 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 boop, like R2D2, like map shows up, whatever, and then it shows their position in San Francisco with this like big marker. But then other places in the world with these markers that I guess they're going to or something. I don't know. We don't know. So will they change locations, or is that just meaning like, hey, easy, third game, we're going to Morocco or something? You know, who really knows? But somehow they're in San Francisco. Demo starts out. Aloy is in the middle. Oh, she finds like these like wounded soldiers. Well, most of them dead. Like, we've been ambushed, something, he went over there, blah, blah, blah. She's like, deuces, like, see you later, bro, you're dead. She's, like, running through what looks like a little vegetated... Take two. It's a jungle, pretty much.
Okay.
Going through there, and then she hears about these raiders. And he's like, these raiders have the machines, and they're riding them. And she's like, Nani? Whoa. So she rolls up, she's looking for a friend. Boom, she's on the beach. Okay, I should have just done live commentary for this thing at this point. I don't know why they didn't have me there for the presentation. Rolls up on the beach.
You're killing it.
Yeah, thank you. Rolls up on the beach. But then she's like, skirt! She slides up in the grass because she's like, oh, shoot, machines.
I saw something.
And then freaking sick, they have like raptor machines now. They're like, pretty much like that. Yeah. And so little Velociraptor's like, and they're going, there's like 2 or 3 of them. She's like, oh my god, like, stay hidden.
That's a Velociraptor.
And then they're about to find her. And I'm gonna be honest, when it's not gameplay, it looks a lot more dumb when someone can't see you just because you're in grass. Gameplay, I can make it, but like when I was looking like in the animation, I'd be honestly, you're just like heads poking above the grass, like they can't see me. So then this other dude rolls up on a velociraptor, and he's like, "Rrr!" And she's like, "Oh my god, like what's he doing on that?"
And like
thing?
it's like listening to him, or like it's not wanting him on.
Yeah, and well, he's like riding it, and then he's like something. He's like ordering these things or whatever. Like, yo, blah blah blah.
Oh, he's like Chris Pratt. Like
yeah, kind of. Yeah, he's on Blue or whatever. Hey, Blue. And then
your cameo.
And then, so then she's like, I gotta get out of here. Bump, bump, bam. She goes, she tries to sneak, but then boom, she's been spotted by velociraptors. So then they activate their velociraptor cry, and suddenly all the machine dinosaurs are honing in on her, and she's like, I gotta escape. Bump, bump, bump. So they're like new gameplay reveal stuff, and she activates her little survey thing, like beep, 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 beep. And now it makes it really easy. It'll show you little ledges where you're able to parkour a little bit, so it's not as vague. And she's like, oh,
Did you beat this game?
Yeah, I did.
Once or twice?
Once. She's like parkouring up the thing. She's like trying to avoid, but then they jump on the roof. She's like, "Oh shoot, I'm stuck." So what does she do? Boom, swan dive. There's a big body of water under her. How convenient. Boom, she goes into the water. Another gameplay reveal. Underwater. She's a breathing apparatus. She doesn't have to worry about going up for air. She's under it. But then suddenly, looks like little swans. Wait,
there's like machines in the water.
Yeah, but it's actually the velociraptors, and they're swimming, but they're like doggy
paddle. They look different, even though like.
But they're above water. But so she's like, okay, like I avoided them. So then she's like, beep, 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 going through like the reef and stuff, and then boom, giant looking crocodile monster robot thing right in front of her. Big gameplay reveal again, all very cinematic. Like, she's like, oh my god, like don't go that way or whatever. Oh, yeah. That's so she's like going back to the shore. Boom, walk out of water. Like, ooh, seamless transition. That was cool. Underwater looks sick. Then she rolls up, and then she's like, oh, shoot, how convenient. There's my friend. But he's with some of these banditos, or raiders, whatever. And they got him. They're like, haha, we're going to slice you up, pig, or whatever, like, stupid. And she's like, I got to go save him. But then we see another reveal, though. And she's like, oh, shoot. And then we hear...
What could that be?
What could that be? Everything's shaking. She's like, "Oh,
what could it be?
Oh my!" I'll tell you what it is. It's a tusk. I forgot the name.
Tusk?
Of it. It was like
Tuscan Raider.
No.
Oh Christ!
Fudge. What was it called? It's like tusk.
Woolly mammoth.
No, it was cool. It's a giant, mammoth elephant. Like, imagine Lord of the Rings. You know, they had those like elephant riders. Literally that.
Oh, okay.
But mecha, you know, dinosaur, giant elephant, and they have a little patio on the front. Great location, honestly, great view. I imagine the rent not cheap. Right, primo spot in the back of that beast. Right, so they're up there. They got archers and everything. She's like, oh shoot, they got a tusk something or whatever the fudge it was called. It's like, oh, and it's big. She's like, oh shoot. So she's like, okay, gotta be sneaky. And then, of course, as she's going, eventually they're like, you know, the enemies are making small talk, like, hey, Jim, how are you today? Haha, yeah, can't wait to go to the Spitfire and kill another one of these dudes, you know, like another Friday night or whatever. Like, yeah, me too. And so they're like, yo, get that guy tied up or whatever, and then we're just gonna go over here and look at some of the grains of sand because we're really interested in sand. And just strategically, we're all going to separate so that you can stealthily annihilate all of us. And that's what she does. She's like, perfect. This is my time to stealthily assassinate all of them. So she goes
stealthy, or could you go in like guns a-blazing if you wanted to?
Well, what happened? She goes stealthy. Boom, gets a kill. But then, sloppy, honestly, she gets detected. Yeah, and it's like, whoa, bro. And she's like,
sloppy,
and like,
absolutely sloppy.
It was disgusting, quite frankly. The gameplay person should be ashamed. But anyway... The other one's like, whoa, bro. So then this third, like, chieftain-looking dude is like, what are you doing? Got booze. Like, knocks in a wall. I might be over-dramatizing and remembering things a little bit differently, but it's like, boo! He enters, and he's like this big armored dude, looking chieftain thing, and he's like, you done messed up. And then it's like a little mini boss fight, and it looks like the improvement from the first Horizon game is they made the combat with actual human enemies more interesting. And so much so that this chieftain, it's like a little fight like with the robots because he has armor pieces you can shoot off and stuff.
And this is just wait, it keeps getting better. It keeps getting better.
Yeah, you're fighting. Boom, he like knocks you back. We're going like this
is 13 minutes. You're making it seem like it was like 2.5 hours.
Right? It felt like that. Okay. So then, boom, like you're in the death throes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bah, come here. She got a little spear, like,
yeah, she's like stabbing.
Yeah, and then she like slow and like knocks off a piece of his armor. He's like, that hurt. And then she's like, oh yeah, you haven't seen nothing. And then I don't know what she did, but she like enters some menu thing, and then she's like ties this thing around the spear or something. She's like overcharging. It's like this electric spear javelin looking thing. And then she's like, pleb, and then freaking and then just like whacks him with this thing. It's like slow motion explosion. Roll credits Michael Bay, but then it's actually not done. But the dude is dead. And then she's like,
the dude's fucking dead.
He's super dead. Omega dead. But we're only halfway through the demo. Okay, maybe it's like 3/4.
Wait.
Yeah. So then she kills that person. So she's like, okay, I gotta, because these were like the stragglers or whatever or something.
Dudes, the plebs.
Yeah. While the other people with her friend went on. So she's like, gotta go catch up. And then she's sneaking. She's like, oh, shoot, there's a little raptor here. He's going to see me. But wait. You know, she's the Velociraptor whisperer. She uses her little thing, which if you've seen the first game, you would understand. She can turn it, and then it's friendly. Then she rides it. She jumps on that thing, jumps on the saddle.
Were you not able to ride stuff like in the first game?
Yes, you were able to ride some.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. But this is cool because it's a Velociraptor. So you're on the Velociraptor. Over the hills. Boom. Cutscene. In the distance, on the beach, you see your friend. He's tied down. They're like beating him up. They're like, yeah, you done messed up, something. She's like, right, okay. But then, to the rescue, Aloy comes. Aloy's the protagonist, Rob. She's our female leader, right?
Uh-huh.
Comes in.
Oh, this was a different person that was doing all that stuff at the beginning?
No, but I'm just saying because you know, you get Aloy. Okay, you didn't know. This has been Aloy the whole time.
Oh, so, okay. I thought. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then super stealthily, the guy goes, "That's Aloy, my rescue," and she's like, "Okay, well, thanks for nothing, bud." So she rolls up, like, everyone's like taking cover or whatever, but then, boom! Watch out, the tusk thing. Still don't know the name. But we're just going to call it the war elephant shows up. God, and she's like, oh, shoot. Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure she like jumps off and like crushes the poor little Velociraptor. He didn't ask for this. So then she's like, oh, yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like, thank you. And she's like, why? Bye. Yahoo. And then, so then she's on foot. And then reminding me of like fighting Thunderjaws and stuff, which was the best part of Horizon. Whole fight with the elephant, but you also got people on top shooting at you. So she's like throwing explosives, knocking parts off the war elephant, running, tries to hide behind this rubble, booze, knocks through the wall. I'm sure that's all scripted, but that's not important. And then she's like, bah, 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 bah. She's like throwing things. Then she knocks off like one of it's like laser tusk thing because it's like shooting missiles and everything out of it. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. And she shoots one of it off, and just like the other thing, it's a part she can now pick up. So now she's got this like giant tusk gun thing, like pew 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 pew, and then she throws like an explosive javelin and like completely blows off the nice cityscape on top of the war elephant. Property destroyed. Real estate prices are plummeting.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah, it's a buyer's market at this point.
Yep.
Boom, and they're like all dead. So the war elephant's pissed. Like, that's exactly how it sounded. It's running, and then it all comes to like a crescendo, you know, it like reaches and its belly's like, and you like explode its things, like, and then it dies. Poor war elephant. You save your friend. He's like, yo, I got that thing for you, by the way. And that's when she's like, she sees a big map. And she's like, this is what we've been looking for or something. I have no idea. And then, for whatever reason, this giant storm shows up. And it's like red lightning and electricity. And he was like, you always said a storm would be coming. Like Catwoman. And she's like, and it looks like it's here or whatever. And then, boom. Horizon Forbidden West. We didn't get a release date. But it was cool.
Oh, no release date.
No. And scene.
You got to think it's 2022, right? By the way, great
Mr.
job.
Fruit.
Thank you.
That was incredible.
Wonderful. It made me want to buy the game.
Yeah. I only saw it once, so I'm sure I made half that up, but
In the first game, do you figure out why there are machines and stuff?
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's a spoiler. Like I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
They actually make it quite compelling
Like they make it actually pretty believable and like
for
kind
Yeah, the
of
lore's sick.
for a setting that is hard to believe. They make the robot storyline
Yeah.
incredibly like, wow, that makes sense.
Yeah, like in the realm of things, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, there's not just random robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, like one day there were robot dinosaurs that showed up.
But see, now we're riding velociraptors, and maybe we can ride little crocodiles in this game, and then maybe eventually we'll get to ride flying birds. But that's in the third game. Oh, I forgot some other gameplay reveals. What am I doing? Mid-war elephant fight, grapple. She's like grappling up. And then I forgot, they also showed now she has a little glider. So she's like,
Oh, like
the
Breath of the
hollow
Wild.
glider.
yeah, gliding down. Boom.
So
Also
sick.
like smoke bomb. Like rules of deception. Lots of new
Damn.
gameplay things showing up. Minimal UI. Looked great. Yeah.
I'm gonna play it. I need
As
to
you should.
probably beat the
You
first
should probably
one. though.
finish the first one.
I don't remember. I remember climbing up a very tall. I'll stay like spoiler free. I remember climbing a
You're
very
pretty
tall
close.
building.
Yeah.
Very tall building, and then you get to the top. You find out something, and then Savala.
It was a pretty
like,
important
tells-
thing, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that's where I stopped playing.
I mean, you probably only had like story-wise like 20% left. You were close.
Oh wow. Okay.
But see, for me, by the time I got there, probably much later than you because I explored literally everything until then, which is always my problem with those games.
Was that a PS4? Like, when did that come out in this life cycle of a PS4? Like, pretty in the middle, or it
I
wasn't
think
a launch
a
exclusive,
little
right?
later in PS4. No.
It was definitely like the later end of
Yeah,
PS4's life cycle.
Like 2, 3 years
16,
before
17
PS5. Let
No,
me see.
17, 18? I think it was
Horizon
18, right?
Zero Dawn released it 2017. Yeah, February
17,
2017.
18, yeah.
89% on Metacritic.
It's a good game.
I just love this dev. So like seeing them like really come into their own is like so exciting because like I
There's a
love the
cool-
Killzone games, rip Killzone games.
Yeah.
And I still hope we get another one. PC port Killzone Shadowfall, please. I beg of you.
No Clip. It's a YouTube channel, literally called No Clip. Has they do video game documentaries, but they did one on Guerrilla Studios, whatever, talking about how they transitioned from that to like Horizon. It's pretty interesting.
I did watch it at your request.
Yeah. So I probably
Still
mentioned it
love
here
Killzone.
already, but I'm saying again for viewers if they want to watch.
It
Yeah.
looks
And
really
just
cool.
like that dev was basically just a tech demo dev for Sony.
Yeah.
And
Until they're like,
to be fair, like one hell of a fucking tech
good
demo
at it.
company because Killzone, some of the best looking games on PlayStation.
well, yeah,
And
that's
then now they're just like, take the budget, make Horizon.
like okay. Well, that's why the only Killzone game I ever played was the one that released with the PS4. And I remember like that felt next gen. It looked next gen. Like
Yeah,
they were
for
always
like for a generation that wasn't like crazy different from the last, like Shadowfall was next gen shit.
I'm excited for it.
Killzone.
I need to beat the first one. Maybe I'll download it on PC. Maybe it'll be like one of those games I play on the side or something.
It's dope. And I'm super psyched for this new one. But looks like I would have to assume it's going to be next year, or the interesting thing is they did this state of play and revealed it, but they revealed it like weeks before E3, you know? It just felt a little strange. Like maybe they'll
Are
have
they
more
gonna
to
be at
show.
E3?
I think I thought like some of them were coming back or something.
I thought
Maybe
Sony.
maybe
was
I'm
gonna be there,
wrong.
maybe.
I don't know. But maybe when they do that, they'll have a release date, or they'll
Or
show
maybe it was like
something.
Xbox and Nintendo will be there or something,
Oh.
and Sony was like a maybe. I don't remember.
Sony did though accidentally officially leak the title and logo of the next God of War game, which
on
will
accident?
indeed be God of War Ragnarok. Big Pog, super excited.
Yeah, you love that game. You stand.
Brother, if anyone has played through it and doesn't stand it, what's wrong with you? That's my question.
I need to get back on that playthrough. I got to the part where like you finally can kind of
we talked
explore.
about this.
Yeah, I need to
because you had it on too high of a difficulty. But see, you keep.
No. I replayed it and I got to the part where like you can you get to the mountain and you meet that guy. You get like the shop or whatever. He's like a really nice guy.
Oh yeah.
He has like the animal with him
twins.
or whatever. I think maybe.
Yeah.
But then like you go and you're in like this mountain. You can kind of just like explore everywhere now. You can go like forward, backwards.
It's still really early on, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe 7 or 8 hours.
You got to finish it, man, and then finish Horizon.
But it's just a lot of game. Like when I play a game like that, I feel very daunted. Going like, okay, I have a lot of. It's just a lot of commitment. A lot of commitment.
You have some commitment issues. Do we need to work through those right now?
Nowadays, especially.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? I haven't started Resident Evil on my stream yet, just because I'm afraid to start it and then never finish it. And then it'll just add on to the list of games I've started and have never finished.
Well, see, you can fix that. Play through God of War on stream because you tried your Omega hard one on stream.
Oh, that was just like impossibly hard. Like you have to probably because like. In that game, I was like, man, it's so much easier fighting these guys without having the fear of them leveling up and regenning all their health mid-fight. You know, like this is a lot easier. But I'm sure that kind of comes into the game later. But like at the start, it sucks. Do we have anything we want to touch on before we drag out these Patreon questions?
I
mean, it is summer. Do you guys have any summer plans besides getting married?
Yeah, that's something. That's in like 2 weeks now. It's officially getting back to hammock weather.
Nothing.
It's been fun.
Hammock weather.
Yeah, I've just been laying in my hammock.
Are you a big hammock man, Mr. Fruit? Like you'll just go out, enjoy the hammock?
Yeah. Well, I bought this little thing off Amazon. To be fair, it's kind of a rinky-dinky hammock, but it's the only thing I know. It's nice. It was last fall or whatever, like end of summer where I first got it, and then I just lay out in that for a little while every day, help disconnect, and it was nice. And then as soon as I started enjoying it, it got balls cold, and thanks Colorado, it took until the end of May until it's not freezing. So now I'm out there, and my pale skin is just screaming. I have to wear sunscreen. Obviously.
Do you scroll on just like your phone while you're on it, or you just kind of?
I'll take a little nap. I'll just chill. I've been
naps
watching.
Outside.
Yeah. Naps outside are pretty meta.
Sketch.
I guess in the backyard of my house. Like, what's sketch?
Yeah, like I mean,
no. See, we live in Colorado, dude. What do you mean?
What do you mean? We get skeeters.
You guys have like literally no bug.
Hey, we got some skeeters. We got skaters,
brother.
No,
you don't have.
We got some skeeters.
I'm gonna take you to Georgia. Keep you outside for 5 minutes, and then you tell me about
bugs.
Yeah. And then you come to Colorado, and you're like,
I mean, we still got skaters. I got skaters.
You ain't got
I don't live next to a pond.
I'm not saying we live in a fucking swamp where I'm like, hey,
you got some little baby skeeters.
You make it sound like
bug problems up there. Y'all ain't got nothing.
It kind of is sometimes.
Skeeters aren't that bad. Plus, it's like middle of the day. Like if you're doing it towards like the dew of night or whatever as the sun's setting, then you might run into some more skeeters or whatever.
Skaters.
But not in the middle of my. Okay, well, to be fair, I did wake up from my nap and there was this giant moth on my foot, like my calf.
But moths are chill.
But yeah, it was whatever.
I would have immediately panicked, flipped the hammock over face first, and then I'm throwing the hammock away.
I grabbed my little hammock, I towed it out to the middle of my backyard, put it down. I have a little pillow. I lay there. Boom. It's wonderful. But I have also, while doing that, been watching the Valorant Masters Reykjavik tournament. Very fun. It's been, actually, it finished while we're doing this podcast. I'm going to have to watch it. It was an elimination match with NA versus EU. So I'm sure Twitter's going to...
I did see the first game.
I saw the first game as well.
Okay.
Did not go NA's way on Luckers. Kind of a bit of a throw.
Choked.
Yeah, super choke. NA Omega Wall.
one of my favorite CS:GO pros got in an argument with the Valorant like Twitter. It was funny.
Really?
Well, like Nico tweeted, like it was like after NA like won their first game or something, and against Liquid or whatever it was. And he tweeted, "I don't like seeing so many tweets about Valorant on my feed." And then Valorant tweeted like a Mickey Mouse just walking down like the sidewalk, like whistling. And then he tweeted, "Imagine stealing so many CS:GO players by making your game so easy." And then they didn't reply. Yeah, Nico was very upset.
Oh, wow. Get pooped on, Nico.
But, I mean, he's right.
but he's right. I think there's different games.
It's fun.
Not everybody transferred.
Oh yeah, you're right. Just the best aimer Scream is just the best player in EU who switched over from CS:GO, and Tens, who has had a failed CS:GO career, is the best player in Valorant. So
he's not the best.
And Wardell, who is a failed CS:GO.
No, we opened up the wormhole.
Yeah, Rob's really into
Here
this.
He goes.
I'm right though.
What?
You say like they took a CS:GO player, and then Tens it was a CS:GO player. What do you mean?
He just didn't like he realized the superior game, and he's like, I'm going to commit to this, and that's Valorant. Okay.
I mean,
you unleashed Rob.
I haven't watched it. I like watching any video game played at a high level, so I have been watching it.
I'll literally watch any video game tournament, but the Ice one's been a lot of fun. Some good games.
Who's like winning right now, or like
there was this crazy. Well, the reason version 1 V1, the people playing Liquid right now, and the knockout.
I thought it was Fnatic.
Well, Fnatic was fighting facing a different team. Fnatic did lose to an NA team though, but version 1 lost to new. I forget their name, but they're a Korean team in this huge upset. It was a crazy match. The first map,
NU or whatever.
Yeah, NU. Yeah, I forget what it's new something, but I can't remember the whole thing. But anyway, they were against version 1, North America's number 2 seed, and map 1, version 1 just pooped on them. Like, I think it was 12-3. They got 2 more points before they took it, so it's 13-5, and it was just.
I always forget like 13 is like what you went off of, right?
Yeah, because CS:GO's 16, right?
Yeah, 16. 15. 1 2.
So
16.
After the first game, I was like, "Yikes! Like, this is rough. Like, pretty demoralizing." But then they bring it back in game 2 and 3, and I think overtime both games, and they won both times to reverse sweep. And it was insane. And
that's just a clip where I saw like the dudes like cutting off the ears.
Or yeah,
celebrated.
I like it. Like, of course, I'm gonna be like, well, let's go NA because at no point, pretty much, no point except pretty much Smash can I ever be like go NA. So it's nice to see NA doing something, and Korea normally just destroys us in every other thing, like League. So it's like, this is weird. But for some reason, I'm rooting for Korea because they have this player, Solo, their IGL, who's like 36 or something like that.
What?
Yeah. And he goes all the way back. Like, he was winning CS 1.6 tournaments in Korea when he was like a teenager. And he stayed in like the Korean FPS pro scene ever since, though.
Like the CS scene in Korea is pretty rough. Like, they're not very good.
But he kept with it and like showed that, like, you know what, like, I've still got the skills. Because like 36 in esports, bro, like,
you're ancient.
You're past Favre, bro. Like
you're like around Tom Brady. Like,
I'd say
that's
Favre,
probably where
or probably a right round where Brady is.
Kind of spot. Like,
because Brady.
An anomaly. You're an anomaly.
Anyone that's not Brady at this age, you'd be like, bro, come on, it's time. But Brady's just a freak. But yeah, so it was also just like really cool to see him though, like still succeeding. And I think one of his teammates suggest it might be it. He's like been his teammate too for the past like 20 years or whatever. So it's just really cool history, and to see them pop off is pretty cool. Hurt for NA, and I guess it'll really hurt too if now today they got eliminated by Team Liquid. But yeah, well.
I'm trying to find like the oldest esports, and they're counting chess as an esport. But there is also a. So I guess it's just like if they won a prize pool, like if they won a prize pool, I guess they're considered an esport player.
But isn't
this
guy
named
an esport like electronic? Am I wrong?
But like chess is played over like online still. Like
yeah, but I'm thinking like from back in
Hikaru is like signed to TSM. Like
well, yeah. But I would still think like chess as a sport or whatever they would call it has been a thing since.
This guy's 101 years old, $150 at a Free Fire game. I don't know what Free Fire is.
Oh, that's is that Korea? I think it might be.
He won $50 and he's 101 years old.
That or China. Free Fire, it was like the reason Counter-Strike isn't big in like China and Korea or whatever is because they have like Garena Free Fire, I think is what it's called. It's like a pretty weird knockoff of Counter-Strike, but it's just like it's literally at one point it was like the biggest FPS in the world. And you could go to somebody in America and be like, Free Fire. I'm like, what? I think I made a video on it or whatever. But yeah, it's just huge over there. And that was their like more or less Counter-Strike. And that's always been the thing too, is Asian countries have never been huge in the FPS scene. Because
they are now though.
They're getting there. But like especially console shooters, never.
Never.
They've always been more strategic games, like MOBA, StarCraft, MOBAs. They even have some good fighting game players. But
China recently just got access to CS:GO. I think like over 2 years ago or something like that. So it's slowly kind of becoming huge. Hence why my skins go up, baby.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it only makes sense that they're good. Like China, especially, is good at like China was kind of a meme in League. Like, you would think they'd be better, but they just kept getting stomped by Korea.
I just remember China in Overwatch League, dude. And I felt so bad. The Shanghai Dragons.
Yeah.
I was rooting for them.
But I think what they're realizing is, guys, we have like billions of people to pull from. Odds are we got some crack gamers. And turns out they've got some cracked gamers, or they have so much money. Like a lot of the Chinese league teams just buy out some of the biggest Korean players. Faker did turned them down. I forget like how much money they allegedly offered him, an obscene amount, and he refused.
Yeah, probably like the highest esport player,
probably
by far.
Acquisition or whatever. Yeah, for sure. Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Are you still deciding to get ripped off by big wireless providers and not switching to Mint Mobile? Mint Mobile showed that they could save me $40 a month by switching to Mint Mobile services. The secret in the sauce is that Mint Mobile is the first company to sell wireless service online only. By cutting out the retail stores, there's no crazy overhead costs that get passed down to you in a mysterious form. Instead, Mint Mobile just passes those sweet savings on to you. For people looking for extra savings, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month. If you're not satisfied with your Mint Mobile plan, Mint Mobile has you covered with a 7-day money-back guaranteed. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/GG. That's mintmobile.com/GG. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/GG. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service just starting at $15 a month. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, it only makes sense. Like when I think about it, like League, like Europe versus NA is always kind of a thing. And recently, Europe just kind of pooped on us. And again,
it's the West for everybody now at this point.
Yeah, but again, it makes sense. You have more people in Europe, and on top of that, it's also more of a condensed thing. So when people play the skill, like on NA, if you went to Korea and you're like, "Hey, Faker, you have to consistently play solo queue in like 60 ping," he would laugh. He'd be like, "No. I wouldn't play this game at all." That's just what you have to do if you're anywhere like in NA. It's just different because of the amount of population we have over spread over the distance.
What's their average ping, you think, in Korea?
Like 5 or something. Like I couldn't even imagine
yeah.
what that's like.
Playing on 5 ping.
I'm over here. I mean, it's essentially like Korea. Let's put it in fighting game terms. They're playing on LAN, and we're playing Wi-Fi. Like, that's literally the difference.
The only time I ever get 5 or 10 ping is there's CS:GO lobbies on Faceit, and one of the server lobbies is in Denver. So if I ever get the Denver server, I'm always like on like 12 or 13 ping. But that's even with me just being like 60 miles away from the server. Like I should be like on 1 or 2 ping because I'm that close to Denver.
Well, yeah, you want to know the worst part? Us Midwesterners. You know who prioritizes putting things in the West or like middle of America? It's the
like
coasts every time. Yeah, so I'm either pinging the east or south every time. But
we're always like 60, 70.
Feels good ping gang. We here.
Feels good ping.
I've never had low ping as low as that though. Like lowest maybe like 10. That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean that's why like you don't really understand how much ping affects things until it's I would argue it's the same way like 30 FPS people remember in Destiny. We're like, bro, I don't need your 60 frames. Like it's not that big of a difference. And then they get 60 frames and they're like, I never want to go back.
Oh my god.
And then you get 144 hertz.
Yeah.
Like
it's the same way when, you know, I play like Ultimate Online and then we had the LAN tournament here and I'm like, this isn't even the same game. Like you just never you never really know until you experience what it's like to not have that. Like if I only ever knew what 3 ping was like and then I played 60, I'd probably be like, what the fudge? Or like my ping goes like 60, 50, 200, 140, like 70. Like I'm sure people are like, I would never do this. So it makes sense. And yeah, I just keep up with pretty much like every competitive anything video games. Like
I mean, I root for NA, but
I like to root just because like when it comes to like national thing, like whatever, like
we never do good. So like I want
that NA is like the most
underdog.
And it'd be just hilarious if they didn't win the first like major.
Oh, well, I know them in Europe are kind of like the biggest ones right now. And that was supposed to be that was the big thing was trying to see, because most people said Europe is going to stop. So I mean, Europe could still win it. They could, but the fact it was just a big deal that the first 2 NA versus EU games went NA's favor.
Yeah.
But who knows really how to go. But I've also been watching the Smash World Tournament. Have you been keeping up with that at all, Blue?
Not really, no.
Yeah, I guess I just have no life. All I do is watch eSports.
But that was fun. I mean, I watch CS:GO. If you were asking about CS:GO, like I could tell you all about it because that's all I do is watch CS:GO games.
I mean, I love Smash, but like it's so hard to get into a Wi-Fi Smash. Like it's just not the same as watching.
I'm starved,
in-person shit talking and.
I agree.
Like, that's why I love Smash because you get to watch like the players react and obviously like the gameplay is good, but like now it's all Wi-Fi and it's like not the same. And everyone's like, God, I fucking hate Wi-Fi. And
I mean, I agree, but like I think it's just I'm starved. And the cool thing is they're done with regional qualifiers, I think. So now everything moving forward should be LAN, because I think moving forward, like for instance, they had the Southeast regional qualifier and the Northeast and the Oceanic and the Japanese. So then I think those are all online, and now the 16 contestants that qualified, or however many, I think it was like 16 per region or whatever. I think each tournament will then be played on LAN in their regions, and then after all that, they come together for the World Tournament, and that will be LAN wherever that is.
Where's Worlds? Do they know?
I'm sure it's somewhere in NA because it's being done by VG Boot Camp, I believe, and they're in America, so I wouldn't be surprised. But looking forward to that.
Watching a lot of CS:GO and watching my CS skins go.
Hey, that's nice.
Is that good?
Yes, very good, Blue.
Yeah, that's a nice like, you know.
Oh yeah, they go. That's like an Apache helicopter fucking machine gun sound. That's what is.
That's the best Apache helicopter sound you got? Come on, man.
Yeah. No, I mean CS skins go.
Okay. Kind of sounds like a wet fart, but
no.
Yeah, a little.
I mean, a wet fart would be like CSNs go. Like that would be.
No, that's like a dry squeak. It's not wet.
Yeah.
A wet fart's like.
Okay, I'm glad your mic didn't pick it up. All right.
Rip.
Do we want to move on to questions?
Sure. Unless Blue, do you have
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about?
Nope.
Oh,
that's
Vault of
all.
Glass.
Jesus
I'm
Christ!
kidding.
Please don't talk about that. I don't wanna say-
I'm just kidding.
Oh wait,
my pants.
I know we're all big Destiny 2 PvPers. That
Okay.
Twabdo.
I didn't.
I am indecisive, except they ruined my favorite fragment. But if it comes at the cost of me not having to see PvP Twitter mold
Every day.
then you know what? I think it's worth it.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've been so out of it. I read half of that, and it was all foreign language, especially the aspects. I was like, I don't. All this stuff new to me. But I was just like, all right, seems pretty drastic. I'll play it when it comes out. But yeah, I just think I'm at that point right now where just D2 isn't really the game, and that's fine. And
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll come back.
And you know
sometime.
what? You have a community that supports you, and that's
Thank
what
you.
matters. Healing T673 asks question for Rob as a Patriots fan as well. How do you feel about Mac Jones? Do you think him or Cam will be getting the start? Sports ball question.
Oh, wait.
I don't know. He walks kind of weird. You know, he got drafted and he I don't know. He walked a little funky. You know, he
Wait,
didn't have that cadence. I look at my quarterback. You know what I mean?
You want them to be like super cordial and professional?
No, dude. He just.
What do you mean? Like,
if you saw how
like
he
a
walked,
swagger to him?
No, he didn't have that.
Cocky?
He just need to do. Okay, he walked like. Let me. All right, I'm gonna give you my best example.
I didn't realize we pick quarterbacks.
Ready? Like it's just it was just a little bit off. All right, it was just not the cadence I look for in my quarterback's walk.
But
And everybody said that. I'm not the only one.
Are you trying to
said
say
he walks like a bank insurance man telling you your loan is not going to qualify? All right.
Okay.
It's like a legitimate thing.
You know what? That's what I thought when I saw that. That makes sense.
But I did see this video yesterday of Cam and Mac Jones tossing the pigskin around. You know, good quarterbacks. And Cam throws just a duck, and Mac Jones gets up and gets it one-handed. It was nice. I said, okay, if Mac Jones doesn't pan out a quarterback, maybe we can put him at tight end like the Jags are doing. He's buff though. Have you seen he is cut?
Hey,
like
I mean, what else does he have to do aside from write books?
he is cut. Like
My
yeah.
man's.
But all right, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the Mac Jones walk, and you guys just had to see it.
Okay.
Mac Jones.
It does remind me though.
Mac
Yesterday,
Jones.
I did a thing I almost never do.
Let me hear it.
I rewatched a movie.
Okay.
I know. Claire was shocked. I was shocked. I rewatched 300.
That's a great
And-
movie.
Oh.
And yeah, talk about shredded. I'm just sitting there feeling so.
Well, that is a different kind of shred. Okay, look at the Mac
Well,
Jones thing I posted.
Okay.
I mean,
You need to understand, Mr. Fruit. You are probably as shredded as any normal person can possibly get. Okay?
no.
Because the people
don't
in
eat right.
movies literally get paid to get shredded.
And also, those people are defending Spartan. Greece, all right?
like
that gives him a natural testosterone buff.
Okay, but go to that video I posted and go to 24 seconds in. You know, just look. You know, it's just a bad walk. You know, he just looks like he just wants out of there.
Wait, which chat?
26
Subscriber
seconds.
chat? I was
Oh
looking-
yeah, subscriber.
I was looking
chat.
at main
Just-
chat. Yeah, let me see what we got
Like-
here. Video unavailable.
Oh you
yeah,
probably
that
have to
dude
watch it,
walks. Yeah, that
on
dude walks
YouTube.
like he only fucks missionary.
Yeah, it's just like a weird like.
Let me see what we got here.
For-
It's just like that's my quarterback.
He does have a strange
he
walk.
just
You see?
he just
You know,
just
that's your
walks-
first round pick quarterback, and like that's how he's walking to the stage. It looks like he's about to tell me my loan's gonna get declined. You know, like I just applied for this bank loan, and he's about to tell me I'm not getting it.
He looks like he looks like one of those like really like insecure bankers from like Wolf of Wall Street or something.
Yeah,
you know what I
just
mean? Like,
just bad. So now
was
you
pretty
understand the walk.
Yeah.
Sloths asks, maybe have asked this question. I'm not sure. What's your favorite type of cereal?
We talked
Honey
about it.
Bunches of O Baby for life.
I'm really into peanut butter Captain Crunch, the circle ones right now.
Or just Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Also, though, I forgot to mention, Anybody excited for Quiet Place 2? It just came out today.
I'm seeing that tonight with Sydney.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, we're going on our first movie date.
Wow.
Yeah, Blue's tagging along.
Need to get
Yeah, I'm.
You're going with Blue.
It.
That's your date, right?
Yeah.
Wanted to meet my coworker.
Blue, will this be? I'm assuming you're seeing theaters. Will this be your first theater trip back since?
Maybe. Now I'm scared.
This will be my first. So
now I'm thinking about it. Oh my god.
Yeah, it'll be my first.
And
I'm interested to see. It says like masks are required unless you're eating and drinking. So like.
Well, you have it and then you like take it off and then you put it.
What
back
if
on.
I'm just kind of going at popcorn like though?
Well,
you know.
I mean, it's real. No one's policing it. But I need to get tickets for that. But
yeah, Sydney and I are seeing it tonight.
I'm literally like the only person still wearing a mask at the gym. And I know at this point it's okay. And I'm like,
it's just,
literally, I can't do it. I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable still.
Sydney and I went to Home Depot like before this podcast and we were shopping for flowers outside and I was the only one with a mask.
I don't know what it was.
And everybody was like
I'm not even doing it for a statement. Yeah, I'm not doing it for a statement. I'm not judging anyone else. I'm not wearing it to show I'm better. Yeah, I don't know.
I almost like it. I'm weird.
Yeah.
I will put one in the grocery store probably forever. Like in an airport, airplane.
It just feels like maybe I'll eventually get used to it, but it's just become so norm to me. It feels like I'm missing. It's like I just left my house without my wallet, you know? I don't know. It just something feels off.
Always got my wallet.
Mine's somewhere.
Lil Johnny Boy asks, what is your guys' favorite Disney Pixar movie? Also, can we get a shout out for Bless for hitting 100K on the St. Jude stream last night in memory of Harambe?
In Harambe's name.
On the 5-year anniversary, you could not.
Coincidence?
You could not.
Some of those anonymous donations, were they really anonymous?
Yep. Damn, was Harambe donating?
I mean, I'm not saying that, but
did you see? Were you guys talking to Bless when he was like, "I saw this. Would you rather?" And it literally broke me. It was like, "Would you rather have Harambe be alive and not have the recognition that he deserves, or have him die and have him like be what he is now?"
Yeah, like if Harambe still lived, no one would know that
he'd
name.
Just be like, yeah, he'd just be like a gorilla.
Just be another gorilla in the zoo. Hey, he knew what he was doing. Bless up,
he's
friend.
so much more than that now. You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
Way more than that.
He's a movement.
Favorite Disney Pixar. It'd have to be Up, I guess. You know.
I'm gonna look up a list because God knows I can't think of them all.
Disney Pixar movies. I loved Soul too. Oh, I loved Onward too.
You know
what Onward made me do? Onward made me go to my little brother, and I was like, "Am I a good brother, man?" That's how you know that's a good movie. I'm gonna probably say Onward.
I went to my older brother and told him I appreciate everything he did for me.
Yeah, it's like one of those kind of movies that, like, now that you think about it. Because then I was like, "Damn, am I as good of an older brother as that Chris Pratt guy is?"
Well, that's what reminded me. Like my older brother, he's only a little over 4 years older than me. But because my parents were busy so much of the time, he pretty much had to take on most of the time like our babysitter.
Yeah,
and he sacrificed a lot for us.
Things. How to throw a ball.
I
love Coco too. There's so many good ones. Like you can't pick a wrong answer.
Well, it's a little annoying because they keep including all the short films too. What would my favorite one be?
I like the one with the people in your brain. What's that one called again?
Inside Out.
I like that one. Yeah, that's a good one too.
I don't know if I can.
Like you can't pick a wrong answer.
Yeah, I don't know if I can narrow it down. I really liked Ratatouille.
It's a great one too.
Onward was great.
Soul was awesome.
Soul was good, but I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites.
Is it Monsters Inc. Disney Pixar?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
thinking
well,
about
there you go.
Monsters.
There's my answer then, probably.
Maybe I'll just say Monsters University for the sole fact I've never laughed that hard in a theater than at that movie.
Really? It had you belly laughing?
Yeah, well, I feel like I've told the story. I was watching with Hayden. We saw it in theaters. And for whatever reason, they're like doing the games, like that whole tournament thing.
Yeah.
And it's when they're like running underground, there's all those sticky barb things they're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
And it's just like that little bit where they start hitting, and then I'm not like, I was that guy in the theater that day. I don't know why.
Knee slapping gut.
I have
you're
never
crying.
laughed that hard at a movie. I was like crying. I really was. Hayden and I were dying. I don't know what it was. Just like the perfect, like, this is
Hayden
perfect. Like
drugged you.
it kind of hit me out of nowhere. Like, I know it's supposed to be a little more lighthearted, but
Yeah.
there's like serious tones and all, and just for whatever reason, dude, I lost it.
Yeah. What about you, Blue? Anything come to mind?
I got so lost in the Coco talk. It's like emotional response to a movie, right?
Well, no, just your favorite Disney Pixar.
Coco's good. Coco.
Okay, so I will
I love them all for
say
different reasons.
my answer is the same regardless of the question now, because I remember watching Coco. So it's my favorite because of two things. One, Mexican heritage, cool. But two, when I
Nice.
watched Coco for the first time, I was like, this is a really good movie. Like, this is a really good movie. Like, you know what? Like, they respected the culture, and like it was pretty good. Like, this is a good movie. And I remember the movie ended, and I looked over, and I'm with my mom, my tia, and
Mi abuela.
mi abuela. No, dude, no, rip abuela.
Sad.
She up there, but I look over, and they're just both bawling at the end of the movie. And I was just like, oh my God, like, this is like a really important movie for them. So I remember that. That was like the most I've ever, like, of all the movies I've watched, that is the movie I remember the most because of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
just watching.
I feel that.
Yeah.
It's that same way that, like, people talked about how like Black Panther resonated with them. Same way, like,
Coco,
for me,
yeah.
Coco and Black Panther, I was like, those are really good movies. But they would never have the same effect that they would have.
Like, they resonated with.
And that's how especially in like Pixar's case, where they tried to, embrace and depict an entire culture that you did well.
Yeah. Muzzy426 asks, do we have any more plans for specialty episodes similar to the Alien podcast or the one where you talked about crazy college stories?
We could. We're just not that interesting. We ran out after about 2 of them.
Yeah, like
yeah,
like I don't have me getting tasered by the cops every Dynasty day. All right, like that just kind of happened, and yeah.
But my exciting news is going to the gym, watching eSport tournaments, grinding Epic 7. That's about it.
Maybe we'll figure out like a specialty episode or something. Magia
Erabia.
Magia Erabia asks, have you guys played the Mass Effect trilogy? If so, are you excited about the remaster being released? If not, are you interested?
I played, so I haven't played the remaster, but I did play 1 through 3. And I wish it hit with me like the way it hit with other people. I remember playing it because it was like, yo, this is a cool game. Try it out, and I was like, yeah, I mean, sure, why not? But it just never like.
I wonder why I never tried it. I'm super into those games too, in the sense that like you have a choice, or like you can depict or how the story goes or whatever. And I've heard like it's a really good one of those. I've just
if you have commitment issues, then don't play.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, like nowadays, there's no chance I'm gonna be playing it with commitment issues. Like that ship has just sailed, and I just accept it.
I played 1 and 2. I forget which summer of my high school years. Before 3 was out. I liked them. They were fun. But Mass Effect 3 wasn't out immediately. I think it came out during like freshman year of college or something. And I didn't care enough to play it. So I never completed it. Mass Effect 2 is way better than Mass Effect 1. I'll say that. I really liked it. I think I would have liked it more if I also had Mass Effect 3 to play right after those. Like, it was one of those things where, like Mass Effect 3 is all about, like, taking your previous thing and, like, your effects from these will shape this story and continue the story with the characters. But it's one of those things where, like imagine it's like a big open world RPG game. You're like 40 hours in, and then you drop it and you come back like 2 years later. Like, it just doesn't feel the same, you know? So I think that was just the problem. If I had played both right before it had come out and then played it, I probably would have stuck with it. The remasters are cool. Am I going to go back and play them? Probably not.
I just remember when Mass Effect 3 came out, the ending was so universally like hated.
I remember that.
That like I was like, okay, like I guess that's a game that I'm just never gonna play.
Yeah, that also didn't really like push me either. I wasn't like, oh, sick.
Yeah, I just remember it being really. And that reminds me, did you guys see like the teaser for the new Dexter show that's coming out?
Mm-mm.
Speaking of like shows that ended really badly.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen that show yet, and I'm scared to because I've heard it's so good, but then the last few seasons it just like slowly gets worse and worse. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I said to Sydney. I was like, why do I want to commit to that?
Yeah, I don't want to do that to myself if that's the case, you
know. Sky asks, Rob, what is your favorite F1 team and driver? Mine is Alpha Terrari or however you say it. Pierre Gasly. Also thoughts on the Monaco GP. I like McLaren and I like Lando Norris.
Normie, McLaren.
I mean, McLaren is actually not one of the. They're like P3.
That's about the only name I could probably tell you.
No, like if you say like Mercedes, Red Bull, then you're kind of normie.
Why is it Mercedes, Red Bull? Is that like the
no?
Red Bull paid a lot
is like
for
one team. No, Mercedes is one team, and then Red Bull's one team.
Like
Red Bull's like its own racing.
Bought their own team.
Yeah, like.
But they don't even have their own cars.
Well, that's that they kind of go into the show that like they have to kind of like rent out like machine manufacturers to make their car, but they just like pay for everything.
And they're one of the best.
Oh, they were like in like 2012 to like 20 or like from like 2008 to like 2013 they couldn't stop winning. Like they won every world championship.
Well, more power to them.
It was only like recently that Mercedes like took that from them. I think Mercedes has won like 7 years in a row now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. The Monaco GP was okay. Monaco GP is so fucking boring. Like it's cool where it's like raced and stuff and the history's cool behind it, but there's no overtakes. Like the only cool thing about Monaco is like qualifying on Saturday because like nobody is able to pass anybody. Like it's a pretty boring race. But the next race in Baku should be pretty cool.
Baku, yes. Where is that?
In Azerbaijan.
That a country?
Azerbaijan, I believe. Yeah, Azerbaijan. You never heard of the country Azerbaijan?
Oh, this kind of sounds like Parmesan.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Love that place.
Azerbaijan.
I was never good at geography. Okay.
So it's like I think it's next to the Mediterranean Sea, if that's what that is right there. Oh no, that's the Caspian Sea. So it's like right next to Armenia, Georgia.
You mean Georgia like next to Florida?
That'd be the one.
Oh, shoot, brother.
Mr. Slippery Fist asks, imagine you guys are in a post-apocalyptic world where you're the only human left in the world where Pokemon exist. What Pokemon y'all gonna clap to try to repopulate the world?
Oh my god.
This is
I like how it's what Pokemon y'all gonna clap. like not
This is literally hold on. I just want to say this is literally someone who's just doing this stupid Vaporeon bait. I can tell you right now that stupid Vaporeon shit post.
Vaporeon bait.
Someone is Someone is just trying to get us to say. Someone's just trying to get us to say that stupid Vaporeon meme.
Dork used to play all the time during Among Us. I'm like, Dork, stop it.
I never wait.
You don't want you don't want to know.
I just know if Dork's playing it, I don't want to touch it with a 20-foot pole. All right, you know.
You do not want to know.
Very right.
I mean, if I
What Pokemon will
Just
give me
don't
the
answer. Let the question go.
I guess Ditto. Ditto would probably have the best chance of.
Oh, you make a clone of yourself.
Yeah, that or just like slowly.
Plus, you're just fucking
Repopulating.
slime. Like that's not that bad.
But
I don't know. I guess
Ditto's the
Voltorb?
best. Yeah, but see, how does that even work? I'm thinking Ditto like is no species. He can just become whatever he needs to be genetically to breed, whereas
my
everyone
answer's
else.
And when I'm feeling frisky, Executor.
Oh my! You're gonna fuck a tree?
Oh no, I meant execute. I meant just the eggs.
Oh.
Oh my! It's even worse. You went from bad to worse.
Okay, I'm gonna make it weird though.
One of the eggs are broken because
I was gonna say.
Oh my! Please.
I'm gonna make it weird. How does that work? Do you have to clap all of them, or just one of them?
I said Voltorb because you just.
No, I'm talking about execute, like because there's.
Oh, the eggs.
Yeah, how's that work?
Oh, I don't know. I was just saying I'd put the eggs up my ass or something. Yeah, like
right.
Voltorb.
Straight from Rob's mouth, I would fuck an egg.
Judo Narwhal asks, what did you guys have for dinner last night?
Rotisserie chicken.
What did I have? It was late and I was just really tired. I just had yogurt. It's yogurt with some granola.
I think Sydney and I had Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna order that for lunch actually.
Rotisserie chicken, but I found a game changer at the grocery store.
No. Here he goes.
It's wing dry rub. You can like use it for wings, like dry rub. The salt and vinegar. It's identical to like the dry rub salt and vinegar you find at like Buffalo Wild Wings. And I fiend over that. So I have been putting that on everything. Over that rotisserie chicken, dude. Forget.
Is that a lot of sodium?
Oh, so much. I'm gonna get kidney stones. But man, does it taste. I was thinking about that. I was like, what's this sodium on it? Holy, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. When in Rome. Tolly asks, if you had to change what a stop sign looked, how would you change it?
Bigger.
I mean, I think it's
okay, hold up. Repeat that question again.
If you had to change how a stop sign looked, how would you change it?
I'd make it bigger.
As many corners as it could possibly have. Like there would be so many corners that it would not. It would almost look like a circle, but it's actually like just a bunch of little lines. Slowly, you know. So it's an optical illusion. So when you're at a stop sign, it's like, whoa, what the hell is that thing? Oh, it's telling me to stop, but it's like, whoa.
No, it would look like a circle. If you have it so that there are as many edges as possible.
Yes.
At almost any point to the human eye, it looks like a circle.
But then you get close to it, and then you stop. It makes you stop because you want to see every corner of it.
I think even up close, like you would need a microscope if you're talking about the most amount of edges. It would literally, it's almost a circle.
Actually, if it's doing its job, you don't get close enough to it because it said, hey, stop. So
either way, it's a circle.
You would never be able to tell.
Either way, it's a circle.
All right, what are you doing to it then, Einstein?
I told you, I'm making it bigger. I'm making it bigger.
What?
Get destroyed.
That's not much change, you know.
Yeah, but then but a lot of people can't seem to see a stop sign, so now they got no excuse. Or you know what I would do? We can go science, brother. In the future, you have one stop sign this side, one stop sign the other side, and then when there's stop, it has like a visual hologram across the whole thing. It's like stop, like a big barrier almost. So people can't even misunderstand.
Like you could drive through it because it's a hologram.
Yeah, but it'd be a big thing like, boosh, like stop, stop.
Like you couldn't be like, I didn't see it. It's like, bitch, you just threw through it. Like,
you just drove through the hologram. What you mean? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And then what about you, Blue?
I don't think I would change anything. Like, what are you supposed to? I guess bigger. I would add more glowing.
Make it
we have like
penis.
Oh, a penis. No one would be able to miss that. That's true.
Yeah.
Just a big old cock.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that? A dick? Well, that would be that. Honestly, it might cause accidents.
Getting dicked by the law.
Is that a dick?
Is that a dick telling me to stop?
What the hell?
Wouldn't be the first time a Diggs told me to stop. Joshua asks, if you could change your own name to anything, what would it be?
That was
Blue.
Executive.
Blue can change someone else's name of choice. Wait, hold on. If you could change your own name to anything, what would it be? Blue can change someone else's name of his choice, I guess he says. Oh, I think he doesn't think Blue has a name reveal.
Oh, I have a name reveal. I like my name, to be honest. I wouldn't change my name.
I like your name too.
Oh, thanks.
His name is Indigo. It's a different shade of blue.
I don't have a problem with my name.
That's not the point of the question, Rob.
Okay, if I change my name to...
don't like it, just...
I would change my name to Gage.
You look like a Gage.
You would have gotten bullied so much during school.
Normie.
Gage. That's my new name.
I think I changed my name to Roland. I like that name.
Roland.
That's like a Animal Crossing like character. One of my favorites.
And a lot of people's names. It's a name.
He's cute. Roland's a cute character.
Thanks.
Reminds me of Blue.
Oh.
Speaking of Blue, Penguins asks, hey. I want to know if you have a favorite Zelda game. I'm a huge nerd, so I will judge you, parentheses, maybe. Ocarina of Time, by far.
Yeah,
but Majora's Mask is pretty close, actually.
I know it's topical to say Breath of the Wild, but like Breath of the Wild has like, I don't know, like you have those experience with games that you never forget, and like just I have so many of those moments in Breath of the Wild. They're like it's just Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker would be my next pick.
Love that.
Clay asks, have any cool moments with celebrities, athletes, actors, artists, etc.? If not, the last celebrity you've met.
I never go out.
It depends on like what your definition of a celebrity is. Like,
I all I remember is when I was a kid. I met Shawn Michaels at like this convention, and it was really cool. And he was really nice to me because I was a kid, but like that was pretty much it. Like, I don't really remember my celebrity encounters.
I got mine. My actually probably I guess he's not a celebrity, but like Wreckful, I guess would probably be mine. Like the last person that I met that I was like, oh my god, like I'm meeting a celebrity or something. I guess it'd be him.
What's the Hall of Fame running back for the Broncos?
Terrell Davis?
I peed next to Terrell Davis in an airport. Cool. My brothers were very jealous. I didn't know who he was.
You got to pee next to him, dude.
Well, I had like a little Jaguars hat on. He's like, nice hat.
Mile high salute.
He's like, nice hat.
Nice hat. Nice dick.
Yeah, and I'm like 9 years old. I'm looking at this absolute unit.
Oh, you're 9. Never mind.
I thought you
were like an adult. I was
no, you're making this weird. No, I was a little kid. And then, but like, my two brothers who knew who he was like, oh my god, like that was, you should know who that was. I was like zipping up, like what? No.
It's like the most dude thing I've ever heard. I got to pee next to a celebrity.
Or this one's even weirder. Met Shannon Sharp. Except we didn't meet him. He met us. Because we didn't stop him. He stopped my mom. Because they grew up with each other. And we're going to some place for brunch. And I guess he was walking out. And I just remember him go, is that so-and-so? Because I'm not going to say my mom's name. But then Ethan doing like, oh my gosh, Shannon Sharp. Yeah, because they're Broncos fans again. And I'm like, who's this? But yeah, it's just small world because he grew up in this small town with mom in Georgia. And
he's like more popular today for like being like a sports commentator now than I think he was even as a player. He was like pretty big player, but like. Well,
and the funny thing too is my mom was like, I never understood it. Everyone always liked his brother more. What was his brother's name?
Sterling.
Sterling, yeah. Like Sterling was much nicer, and he was way better too.
Yeah.
Back in the day, she's like, I don't understand it. He was always a
Well,
loudmouth.
Sterling got like a really, 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 I think like a career-ending neck injury or something like
Yeah.
that. And like some people still say he had a pretty good Hall of Fame career for the Packers. He's raw. Yeah, Blue, did you have any? Oh yeah, you said Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. That's all I remember.
Papa Dadums asks, tomorrow's my last day of high school, so I was just wondering if you had any exciting memories from your last day at school.
Your last day at school's on a Saturday?
Well, no, he posted this yesterday, so it's today,
Oh.
like this Friday.
Hey!
Yeah.
Congrats. What was it? The
last day of high school? Do you remember anything from your last day of high school?
Yes. Wasn't that the day where there was like soap everywhere or something, and we like slid through the halls?
I don't think that was the last day.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like I don't think that. I think that was like the last week of school. I don't think that was like
the only
last
thing.
Day.
The only thing I remember was all the teachers in the auditorium saying goodbye to.
That's like what I was gonna say. Like me crying and Miss oh god, what's her? I forgot her name now because that's awful. Because she got married, so I call her like by her new name.
Oh well, I just remember like saying bye to Towser, Mrs. Barr crying, miss her, love you, Mrs. Barr.
See, but then like I'm remembering, like was that actually the last day of school, or was that like the last week, and then we had finals that week? You know what I mean? Like I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't really
it's
remember.
all a blur. But I guess I guess like saying goodbye to my teachers and shit, and crying. But like thinking about it, it's really cringe that I cried graduating high school. But at the time, it's like really important to you.
I didn't cry. I think at the time I was thinking about it, I was like, I feel like this should be a bigger deal to me than it is.
That was literally me. I was like, last day, I don't know, high school wasn't like, I didn't really care too much for high school. It was super boring. And then like last day of school, everyone's like, oh my God, we have to keep in touch. And I'm just like, these people are never seeing each other.
Have a kick-ass summer.
If I miss one thing, it's having such readily access to potential new friends your age.
When you got to college?
Oh yeah.
Like high school. Like you're around all these people, same age, so many possibilities to meet people, make new friends. Trust me, after that in college, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't really happen, especially for a guy who works at home.
Yeah.
Where the fudge am I going to meet new people, you know? Online.
Farnelli asks, when will Mr. Fruit's Minecraft channel or the Fruit SMP return?
It's a good question, brother.
We decided to set it up.
Currently,
Mr. Fruit's making like a new server, yeah.
Well, I'm making a community server. But also on top of that, I'm barely keeping my main channel afloat right now. So when I'm able to juggle all that again, well, it all came at a terrible time. We got the channel going, and it was doing well. But then I took my break, which was sudden. Didn't plan for that to happen. So then I come back. I'm like, okay. I start working on it again. Immediately half the views. I'm like, that kind of hurts. But we'll work our way back up. And then about a week after that, computer crashes. I lose everything from Minecraft. Yeah. And then I'm like, well. So
this
right
isn't a sign from the gods. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of in limbo because now if I upload again, I'd probably get a fourth of the half. And it was just very demoralizing. Yeah. Like we were chugging, it was going well, and then YouTube God said, nah, I guess.
Inuro asks, what would you guys like to see in the new Dragon Ball Super movie coming out next year? I would like to see
Vegeta win for once.
I would like to see Cooler become canon and or them bring back my boy UUB. I don't know how to say that. Oob?
Oh, Oob? I don't think they're gonna do that in the movie.
Is Cooler not canon?
No.
Cooler's not
I thought Cooler was like Frieza's brother.
Yeah, in the movies.
Not canon.
Which were have never been canon until Super. Yeah.
Really?
Like Broly, not canon.
I did not know that.
But now canon.
Well, Broly is now canon.
Yeah.
Cooler not canon.
I want to see anything Dragon Ball because where the fudges have been. And I still have to do
No
my best to avoid
anime.
every time I go to YouTube subscriptions. I just have to like. There's always
Oh, 'cause,
a
like,
thumbnail or
After
something or
you-
somebody.
After you embraced it, I embraced it. So you ruined me. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So at this
I watched
point,
every manga video.
I know a little too much.
Johnny Krumer asks, would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to make new ones?
Fuck. You guys ask really hard questions sometimes.
Probably lose my
I
memories.
guess. Yeah, lose my memories because like
I would
Like
rather lose
95%
In the
all my
grand
memories.
scheme of
that great.
things, I don't remember about 4 years of them because I was a kid
yeah,
or like a toddler
way
or a
happier
baby.
now than I was then.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
maybe
if
I wouldn't be
never learned
so-
anything new,
Maybe I wouldn't be so
like at
depressed.
the right time.
But yeah, I also have more of my life to live than I have lived. So
Yeah. Yeah, I would lose my memories.
Orange asks, favorite D&D character that you have played / want to play. Mine would be a bird person monk. P.S. Thanks, Blue. We cleared E12S that week. On to
Yo.
Reclears Parsing. What is that?
Parsing. They're gonna
Parsing and DRS seeing DRS Queen's Guard Prague tonight.
sick.
Also, if you ever need a tank on Crystal, hit me up. Winky smiley.
If I played on Crystal, I would hit you up, my mans. I'm sorry. You would get the #1 tank on Primal. On
Not
your
just
team,
anybody
but,
gets to play with Jumbo
Yeah,
Toad
the
around.
number
Okay.
one.
That's true. Not just anyone. Yeah, congrats. And I wish I had the fortitude to do DRS, but that just bores me.
I like the Claw, my D&D character. He's like my Discord profile picture. He was a rogue.
I've only had that one D&D character. So
What was his name?
Lindahl Shadowhoof.
The Shadow Hoofer.
What was your name, Blue?
Roscoe Tea Leaf or something.
That's right.
Never forget.
That was actually pretty fun.
I'll never forget Shark riding that spider.
Yeah, he like
Dude,
trip rolled.
Dad was just like you got it, dude.
He literally breaks character like, you gotta be kidding me.
I guess
you ride the spider, I guess.
he's like he tamed the spider too. Like he got a crit roll on, like animal tame. Yeah, it was insane.
We're busy with this boss battle and Shark's over here riding walls of the spider. Good.
Ricardo the Heart asks, back to the topic of NFTs, what are the few Dream Team moments you think would be worth millions? Personally, I would spend my life saving on Rob's Blue Shotgun and Blue's I Got This moment.
I got this.
Dude, that's
from the twinning, right? Like
yeah,
that's from our twinning. That's still probably my finest moment. I'm never gonna be funnier than that.
All right, I got this. And from my angle, just watching, say, "Guys," that was funny. Yeah, I don't know. All of them.
I think
because
Mr.
we're,
Fruit yelling at Arios.
Ooh.
That would probably be like that would probably have to be minted.
That's the only time I've ever heard. That's the only time you will probably ever hear Fruit genuine anger. Like,
no, I've never experienced that kind of anger before. That's a whole new emotion.
I didn't know
for
I had
me.
it in me.
Yeah,
because I mean, I do forget like in that moment that like it took like 2 hours or like an hour.
it was like 2 hours. It was, and because the worst part is like just trying to set up lobbies with that stupid private thing they gave us at the beginning, and then the fact that yeah, we were trying to coordinate with like 96 people we didn't know or talk to. It was just a mess.
I think like I would mint the first ever Rust video we did, where like we're standing on the rock and you're singing like a song or something like that, and then like you pan to us and we're on top of the rock. I think that's how it started. Yo, one of the most funny things though, I think we ever did, Blue, where you said like we'll never be that funny with that one. I feel that way about the Crystal and Rust. Like we'll never be that funny again. Like that was so funny.
Dude, the Crystal, dude, our RP that during that
so
entire
funny.
arc, the Crystal arc.
Yeah, who could forget?
Like, yo, sorry, I'm playing CS:GO right now, dude.
Yo,
Yo,
sorry,
if we timed that to when the dream stands became a thing, and they were
We
us
would have
stands,
been huge,
yeah,
dude.
We'd be somebody right now,
but that you guys make us feel like we are like that.
yeah, right.
I also don't want to like have those kind of stands though, because those stands are stands. Like they stand, but they stand.
It's different.
Like, they stand. Like I literally like okay, so like Carl, you know, the Mr. Beast guy.
Yeah.
He had done like a stream. And you know whenever they get done with a stream, they trend. For whatever reason, they trend. So Carl gets done with a stream and this person it's just a fandom. It just tweets like my favorite pictures I took of Carl during the stream. And I was like, "Oh, like I wonder what pictures they took." Like I am literally just scrolling. They must have taken, I'm not kidding you, up to 150 pictures, and all of them are just like him. Like they're not like any like it's just as if you were like took screenshots of the podcast and like what you.
Why
got
wouldn't
during that
you?
moment. And it was just like, wow, they stand.
Yeah.
Like
kind of scary.
That's what I'm
A
saying.
little
Like
scary, yeah.
it's like it is almost to
Full on like parasocial.
That's why I love our community because I think they kind of understand the kind of wall that's kind of there.
Yeah,
or like the kind of
you're plebs, and
but like I think with like the dream Minecraft like stands, it is like I want to fucking marry you and love you and give me a lock of your hair. But I could be wrong. That's just kind of the stands that I see.
Yeah, to be fair, the most vocal ones are always the biggest. So
yes,
there are also plenty of completely sane, normal people
who just like make cool, awesome.
Probably like 97% of his audience that just
absolutely. But
it's just that when you have such a large audience too.
Oh my god!
You might we might have like those crazy stands, but because of our size, it's like 2 people. But when you're Dream, it's like 2 million, and that plays out a lot differently.
I mean, we also this week played against the biggest content creator we have ever played with.
That is true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Could you guess, Blue, who this content creator we played against is? He is by far, and it's not even close to the biggest creator we've been in a lobby with or happened to play against.
Really? Oh my god!
And keep in mind we've played with Tim the Tap Man.
That's what I was gonna say. Tim the Tap Man,
Lupo, like
by
far the biggest that you guys have played with.
I'll give you a hint. It's not North American.
Actually, it is. It's not American.
Oh,
you forget that North America.
I see what you're saying. I thought he was from Spain. I thought he was Spaniard.
I thought he was from Mexico. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, spoilers is
yeah, he's like a Spanish YouTuber.
He might be from Spain.
Our Ron Play or something like that.
Oh, is that the dude who has like the most subs on YouTube or something? And it's like
he might.
Well, no, he has 35 million, I think.
Okay, I just remember seeing. I remember seeing like the metrics of like on YouTube, like viewership this month.
The circles. He's on that circle. He's one of those circles.
Yeah, and I was like, he was like one of the biggest circles, and I was like, and but most of the biggest circles were like people are like, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, but yeah, he's 35 million subs, and then I was like, but he hasn't uploaded in a while, and he has like 12 million Twitter followers. I was like, what is he doing? I was like, here's the Twitch link. He's streaming to like 170,000 people playing GTA. I'm like, okay, he's streaming, doing pretty well, I guess.
Oh, he just has 180,000 times. So yeah, that our Ron Plays is a little fun fact. Is the biggest creator we've ever played with, and like I don't think I'll ever play with somebody as big as that ever. And like I don't play with. I was just in the lobby. You know, we were just like.
I think we beat him, so that's the nice.
We did.
I think.
Beat his ass. Good job, boys.
Yep, and now all his viewers belong to us. So welcome.
Yeah. We won that wager match.
This was the GG Over Easy podcast, and we hope you enjoyed.
We'll take all those non-English speakers. Thank you.
We'll take them all. Anybody at this point.
¿Cómo estás, mi amigos?
I would try and close it in Spanish, but I can't.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's a great movie.
You can find me at Senor Fruta.
You can find me
here.
everywhere at Rob.
You can
I was
find
gonna
me
say
everywhere.
Roberto, and then Blue was
Roberto.
saying he hates it here, but then my real name is actually Roberto. So
No, but no, you wear that with pride.
damn right I do.
You guys can find me everywhere at
Me tienes.
Come on.
yes.
You can catch me there,
You guys
dude.
can find me everywhere at BlueWestlo. When are you guys coming down to San Antonio again, please?
Soon, dude.
So
Alright.
much food. Wait,
Yeah.
actually, never mind. We can talk about it after the podcast.
Yeah, I have some merch things up.
Well, I got to. I've been holding a pee for about an hour and 40 minutes. So,
Listen real quick.
have a great life, viewers or
No,
listeners.
intro.
Well, I'm still ending the original one.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
Wait, you're still ending?
Yeah.
Oh
All
my
right,
god.
goodbye.
Bye.
See you next
Bye.
week.